Hi guys, this is Ashley back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. This reading is going to be on Doja Cat, okay? So like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. What's in store for her in 2022, okay? So let's see this. How will Doja Cat's mental health be in 2022? Because sometimes it just feels like, you know, she's venting on social media, but she's not really telling, you know, her fans what's really going on. So I want to see what is going to happen with Doja Cat in 2022 when it comes to her mental health. Very interesting. Okay, so I will say this. The 10 of Cups in reverse, that talks about a struggle. So her mental health is definitely something that she struggles with. I would suggest that Doja Cat see a therapist or something like that. I also have the 10 of Pentacles here in reverse, and that talks about the dark side of wealth. So the industry does take a toll on her mental health and her body. She has to make sure to take care of herself. And the High Priestess in reverse, that talks about disconnection. Okay. Four of Swords in reverse, that talks about contemplation, you know, dark thoughts. Okay. And then we also have the Nine of Pentacles, that talks about hard working. Okay. So that just means that she sometimes needs to rest. And I know she was complaining about that a few weeks ago, but her mental health is definitely important, and she has to take care of her body and her mental health, because it looks like she can easily fly off the handle or explode because she's holding so much in. Okay, whether it's, you know, her frustrations with her contract, because we talked about how she's, you know, in contract with, you know, Dr. Luke, unfortunately. Whether it's, you know, people saying negative things about her online, it looks like it does get to her. So she does need to take a break on social media and maybe see a therapist or something like that. Okay. So it does feel like it could get worse in 2022 with her stardom, you know, being bigger. Okay. So let's see this. How will Doja Cat's career be musically in 2022? Doja Cat's career musically. How will Doja Cat's career be musically in 2022? Okay, so we have the Ace of Pentacles. So that talks about success, opportunity. So she's going to get a lot of opportunities to collaborate with people. And, you know, her songs are going to be charting. Okay, so if she puts out new records, it's going to be charting on Billboard. Okay, but the Five of Swords is here, and that talks about competition. So she will have more competition in 2022 than she did in 2021. Okay, so even though she was making a lot of noise and she's still a big star, it's not going to be like a walk in the park for her like it was in 2022, because she really didn't have much competition when we're talking about female rappers. Okay, and then we also have the Tower card here in reverse, and that talks about a transition, a change. So it looks like there's going to be a really low moment in her career. Okay, it may not be next year, but it looks like there's going to be a shift, and it looks like there could be another scandal, okay, or something like that that comes out about Doja Cat. Okay, it looks like there's definitely going to be a shift in her career, a Tower moment that talks about a change, and sometimes is not always for the better. Okay, the Six of Swords is here in reverse, and that talks about a release of baggage. And then we also have the Ace of Swords that talks about, you know, a lack of direction. So it seems as though, yes, she's going to have some success, but it does look like she might not know what direction to go into next when it comes to her music career, because she's so successful. And like she said before, she doesn't always enjoy making music, okay, because it comes off as a chore. She's not able to kind of jam out and hang out with her fans. I mean, not her fans, her friends. So with that being said, it looks like, you know, she doesn't know exactly what direction to really go into. And on top of that, she does a lot of genres, okay? She does, you know, pop, R&B, a little bit. I wouldn't say R&B soul, but she does a little bit R&B, like Streets was an R&B record. And then she does the rap, okay? And then we also have the Five of Wands that talks about a lot of inner conflict. Going back to what I said about, you know, her mental health. That's really going to take a toll on her if she doesn't take care of her body. Okay? So it does look like she's going to have some success, but it may not be what it was in 2021 because she's going to have more competition. She will be able to collaborate with, you know, artists and, you know, get deals and stuff like that. But she may not be on the charts as long as she was in 2021, okay? Because there's going to be a little bit more competition in 2022 for her. But she's still going to be successful. Let's see. Will Doja Cat do any movies? Doja Cat, will she get into acting? Will she do any movies? Doja Cat? It kind of seems like it's not something she really wants to do. The Strength card in reverse that talks about lack of wisdom. Nine of Swords that talks about sadness, hopelessness. The Moon card here that talks about anxiety. And then we also have the Four of Pentacles that talks about money savings. King of Pentacles here in reverse that talks about obsessed with wealth. So it does seem as though if she did do you know, movies and stuff like that, she would make a lot of money, okay? But it's not a passion of hers, okay? She doesn't really want to do that, but she would make a lot of money if she decides to. Okay, let me see this. Will Nicki Minaj and Doja Cat do another collaboration in the future, okay? Will Nicki Minaj and Doja Cat do another collaboration in the future? So I have the Knight of Cups here that talks about creativity, passion. We also have the Page of Cups that talks about creativity, writing, communicating. So it does look like there could be a possibility for them to collaborate again now that Nicki Minaj is under Doja Cat's management, okay? So it does look like there's a possibility. The Star card is here that talks about faith, positivity, hope. So it looks like there's still a possibility that they can collaborate. And then we also have the Eight of Pentacles that talks about determination. So it looks like Doja Cat's still wanting that collaboration again. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles is here. That talks about work-home conflict. So that's more on Nicki's side because as we know, she has a child. Okay, and she got to travel with Kenny. So that could get in the way of things. But it does look like there's a possibility that they can collaborate again. Okay? Let's see this. How does Nicki Minaj feel about Doja Cat? How does Nicki Minaj feel about Doja Cat? Nicki Minaj, how does she feel about Doja Cat? Okay, so I see the Death card here in reverse, and that just kind of talks about a new beginning, okay? So this probably has a lot to do with her management, okay? rebuilding a relationship with Doja Cat because she doesn't really know her too well. And then the Ace of Cups, that talks about a new enjoyment, a new relationship. So there's a chance for them to really connect. It doesn't seem like they have a relationship right now, but there's a chance for them in the future to really connect and have a relationship. But we also have the King of Swords here in reverse, and that talks about manipulation. And it seems as though like Nicki doesn't fully trust Doja Cat yet because she doesn't really know her too well. So she's kind of treading lightly, okay? We also have the Three of Swords in reverse, and that kind of talks about resisting an inevitable end, okay? And then we also have the Emperor card that talks about power. Okay, so it seems as though like she's kind of treading lightly because she knows how the industry could be, and she doesn't really want to have another Cardi B / Megan Thee Stallion situation. So she's kind of like treading lightly, you know, trying to get to know somebody slowly and not, you know, I guess rush anything. Okay. So let's see. How does Doja Cat feel about Nicki Minaj? How does Doja Cat feel about Nicki Minaj? Doja Cat. How does she feel about Nicki Minaj? Interesting. Okay. So the Knight of Wands, that talks about entrepreneurship, leadership. So she does feel like Nicki Minaj is a leader in the hip hop, you know, community. Okay. The Six of Pentacles, that talks about sharing wealth, business ideas, information. So this talks about she wanting to work with Nicki, but also wanting to gain knowledge from Nicki. Okay. We also have, you know, the Queen of Swords, not the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups in reverse. That talks about codependency. So it does seem as though she knows that the Barbs cater to her, to be quite honest. I'm not trying to be hater, but the Queen of Cups in reverse, that talks about codependency. So she knows that she kind of, the Barbs kind of gravitate towards her. Okay. And then we also have the Seven of Pentacles that talks about long-term success. She sees Nicki as somebody that could be successful for basically the rest of her life. Okay. So she does look up to Nicki, but she kind of knows the power Nicki has when it comes to her fan base. And that's what she really wants knowledge, you know, of. The Six of Pentacles that talks about, you know, information, learning from somebody, mentorship. She wants to have that same type of fan base, okay? But she does like Nicki. Okay? Let's see. What else? Will Doja Cat be dating anyone in 2022? What does Doja Cat's love life look like in 2022? What does Doja Cat's love life look like? Okay, so we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and that just talks about, you know, her not being open to all the opportunities. You know, there are men reaching out to her. The Ace of Swords is here. That talks about, you know, seeing growth or potential in somebody, extending the olive branch, but it doesn't seem like she's too interested. The Five of Wands is here. That talks about conflict, okay? So it seems as though she's going to be, I guess, trying to focus on her career. She does feel like she has a lot of baggage, too. Could be a little bit of low self-esteem. The Six of Swords that talks about release of baggage. And then we also have the Four of Wands in reverse. And that just talks about private achievement. So it is on her radar. She does want to fall in love, but it seems as though she's trying to focus a lot on her career. She doesn't want to get too serious. Okay, but there are guys that want to date Doja Cat. Okay, because the Ace of Swords that talks about, you know, extending the olive branch, asking her out on dates, and it's really, you know, in Doja Cat's court. Okay, you know, it depends on what she really wants to do. It seems as though she's a little bit guarded when it comes to love. But anyway, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and have an amazing day.